3 years ago, Mirriam Kimani, a production manager at a Kenyan flower farm, first noticed the deterioration in production capacity of the farm due to exhaustion of soil nutrients.
We have been cultivating this farm since 2003. So you see it's 10 years down the line. So the soil, we have exhausted almost everything that is needed by the crop. So you realize that with the time, the productivity of our soil goes down because of exploiting all the nutrients. So that is the major challenge. With that now, obviously you are affected in your yields. Yeah, your yields go down.
One stumbling block was breaking old habits, such as application of fertilizers without testing the pH level of soils first. This would typically result in reduced productivity and poor quality of produce.
Soil testing is critical because soil is where the plants are growing, so it's where the house of the plant is. So if you're growing crops for production, for food production, whether it's tomatoes, whether it's cereals, you need to feed the plants with the right amount of nutrients. And if you don't know what nutrients are in the soil, then you're just going blindly, you're planting seeds and you're hoping for the seed to grow with what the soil has. So it's important to know what the soil has so that you can feed it with the right fertilizer, so that it has the right nutrients for the plants, for the cereals, tomatoes, or any other horticultural product, for them to grow and have the right amount of nutrients.
Through laboratory testing and analysis of the soil structure and nutrients, Mirriam has now turned around the farm's yields.
Before we started the soil testing, our yields were very low. In fact, we had gone up to 12 million per year, and our target is usually 16 million. So our yield was decreasing every year because of the challenges we are facing. But now with the soil testing, there is a lot of gain because they are able to advise us. After the results come out, we are able to see the amount of nutrients which are in the soil, whether they are enough, and if they are not enough, we are given recommendation of what to use to supplement the nutrient. That has really helped because our yield has now come up.
The uptake of soil testing has gradually caught on in Kenya, with research firms reaching out to smallholder farmers.
We as a company, we offer a service called Daktari ya Udongo. We actually we have agronomists which are on the field throughout Kenya who actually help soil testing who help with soil testing to these smallholders farmers. And basically, we grab soil samples from the various areas in Kenya which are hard to reach, and then we provide a service which gives feedback through SMS. So we analyze the soil in our laboratory from all over Kenya, and we see what's missing in the fertility in terms of nutrients, and we give back recommendation through SMS to the farmers. So that makes it more accessible for them, and that improves their yield. Not usually, our recommendations are aimed at improving yields of farmers.
Over and above farms, soil testing and mapping is also done on golf courses for ease in maintenance of the turfs.
As you can see, a golf course, you require it to be at a certain standard. So sometimes we get, when some nutrients are deficient, the grass starts thinning out, and it's not as nice, it's not aesthetic as we want to. So with testing, we've been able to at least, we usually do on the mineral nutrients of the media. That is what we want because we are not so much into farming. So it helps us to find which exact nutrients are lacking in our media, so at least we can improve.
The problem soil scientists face now is creating more awareness around the importance of testing.
Well, education of people, first of all, is a big problem. People are still thinking that the more fertilizer you apply, the better your yields will improve. But I mean, a lot of the times you have this problem of acidity that you just apply as much fertilizer and your yields are actually not improving at all because the fertilizer the inputs are actually locked in the soil and unavailable for the plants because of this pH problem that I was telling you before. So yeah, that's probably the biggest problem. And you know, we're out there to trying to tell people that, you know, do fertility soil testing, because then you can have personal recommendation on what to do to improve your soil.
With the increased demand and high cost of fertilizers, proper soil testing will go a long way towards its efficient utilization, as well as improvement of the quality and quantity of yields, as witnessed at Kariki Farm and Sigona Golf Club. For Eye on Kenya, I am Loise Wachira.